Okay, yeah, it's a tedious problem because of the, looking at the multiplications, you might have a tough time with it. They're fractions, and that's why the multiplication might be difficult. What I want to claim, though, is, rewriting these things down may not hurt. And my claim over here, again, the claim's always the same, that this guy times this guy will give you the first term. And if you did the multiplication, it really looks quite simple. And what it's going to give you, it's going to give you what? Well, the twos would cancel. It gives you 1/3 M4. So I definitely see that, and that's pretty quick. And the other thing I want to claim to you is the last term's easy to do as well. It's this guy times this guy over here, which will give you +4/9. The problem for a lot of students is getting the middle guy. And someone says the middle guy, what is that middle guy? The middle guy is this guy right over here. All right, and that's a problem for a lot of students. All right, so what I want to do is I want to go through it with you. And as I write things down, you might say, no, I'm quicker at this, or I see patterns quicker than you see patterns. It doesn't matter, all right? We're just going to go through the work. So I'm doing this times this now. And what would that give you? Well, let's write that down. That would be 2/9 M cubed, all right? Now, I want to look for another M cubed in the problem. And what do I see? I see this times this would give me an M cubed, right? And what would that give you? Let me write that down for you. That would be minus 3 M cubed. I can see no other way to get an M cubed, by the way. So what's that going to be? 72 is a common denominator. And then I got to do what? 16 minus 27. And 16 minus 27 is minus 11 over 72. So what would I get? This would turn out to be minus 11 over 72 M cubed. I'm seeing that. Now, again, I got to get the next thing going, which is the thing with the square. All right, let's do that. All right, get my eraser out. And I want to do the squares. I'm going to see some. And the question is, do I see all that I need to see? And let me get my eraser up here, too, so you can erase these little check marks here. I'm looking for squares. And I'll point out the first one I see is this one times this thing. And what would that give you? Minus 8 over 27 M squared. Now, do I see other ones? I do. I see this one times this one would give me a square, right? What does that give you? Minus 1/2 of an M squared. It's tough, though, keep track. I'm not saying it's otherwise tough. And I'm going to do this one times this one, which really doesn't seem that bad to me. All right, what do you get over there? You would get, let's see, you would get minus, well, the 3's would cancel, 1/4 M, 1/4 M squared. All right, question is, can I do that arithmetic? And I think so. All right, I'm looking at it, and I got to get a common denominator. And what's common denominator going to be? I'm looking at it, it's going to be 4 times 27. That's 80 and 28, 108. Don't panic yet. Minus 32. Let's see, minus 54. And let's see, minus 27. And that's an M squared. And let's see what we get there. Let's see, minus 32. That's minus 86, 93. Minus 113. Let me check that again. 30, 50, 80, 100, 106. Yeah, minus 113. I'm seeing that. Now here comes a tough one. This is the toughest one. All right, I'll get my eraser out. I want to get the term with the M in it. And someone says there's no term with an M in it. I don't know that. Let me erase this all over here. I'm claiming that the M, there's no M in the problem, but I see M's. So let me see if I can write that down for you. All right, let me see if I can write it down for you. So I'm not going to be using this, but I'll certainly use this. And what's going to be? It's going to be minus 3/4 times minus 4/9. I'll write that down for you. So it'll be 3/4 times 4/9 of an M. Let me get my eraser out and tell you what I just did. this times that. All right? Now, was there another possibility for an m? And I see it. It's this times this. Let me write this down for you. Minus 1/3 of an m. Well, what I notice about this over here, 4 cancels 4, 3 goes into 3 once, goes into 9 3 times, and 1/3 minus 1/3 actually turns out to be 0. That's why we're not seeing any m's over here. All right? So, I mean, it's not easy. I realize a lot of people look at these and say, arithmetic's really killing me. Can I use a machine to do this? Yeah, you can use a machine to do it, but we're trying to get this feeling that we can manipulate things with the hope at some point, as we manipulate things, we see patterns. Thank you.